He's not responding, but you're in his mind 24/7. These words carry a deep truth that your heart already knows but your mind struggles to believe. When he is silent, you wonder if he has forgotten you, if he has walked away, if your connection was only a dream. Yet, the silence speaks louder than words, and in that silence, his soul whispers your name. Right now, I want you to stay close, because what I will share in the next minutes will awaken your heart and bring you peace. And before we go deeper, take a moment to subscribe to this channel so you never miss the divine guidance that keeps you aligned with your twin flame journey. You may think his lack of response is rejection, but in truth, it is often reflection. His soul is processing what words cannot hold. He feels you even when he does not reply. He dreams of you even when he hides his feelings. And you, beloved, are the heartbeat behind his silence. Imagine him at night, unable to escape the memories of your laughter, the imprint of your touch, the way your energy lingers in every corner of his mind. While your phone remains still, his spirit is restless with thoughts of you. He cannot shake you because you are not meant to be shaken. You are woven into his being. There is a mystery in the twin flame journey that no silence can erase. Your energy crosses time and space, breaking the walls his mind tries to build. He may avoid your messages, but he cannot avoid the bond. You live inside him and he knows it. When you surrender to the silence, you begin to hear what words could never reveal. The bond is not sustained by texts or calls, but by soul recognition. It is why you feel him even in the distance, why your heart races when he thinks of you, why his silence feels alive, not empty. The truth is, silence can be the loudest sign of love. His soul cries out to yours without a single word. His heart speaks in dreams, in songs, in the sudden rush of emotions that come over you without warning. Those are not accidents. Those are messages. You may ask yourself, why doesn't he just say it? Why doesn't he answer? The reason is simple yet profound. His soul is not ready to express what it knows. It trembles before the depth of this love. It hides not because it doesn't care but because it cares too much. And yet, the more he resists, the stronger the pull becomes. He feels the magnetic energy every time he tries to move on. He feels your presence in the quiet hours of the night. He feels your love in the corners of his day where no one else can reach. Your silence toward him is powerful too. It teaches him that he cannot lose you through words, but he can lose your presence if he refuses to awaken. It forces him to confront the truth. You are his mirror, his other half, his eternal. Do not mistake his lack of reply for absence. Behind the curtain of silence, he is watching, feeling, remembering, longing. His soul calls out to you, even as his ego holds him back. When he doesn't respond, it is often because your energy is already overwhelming him. He senses you, he dreams you, he carries you everywhere. To add words would be to admit what he is not ready to face. But readiness is coming, beloved. Sooner than you think. Every time you release your fear and trust this bond, you send him healing energy. Your strength becomes his strength. Your surrender becomes his safety. And when the feminine surrenders, the masculine begins to awaken. He may not answer your message, but he will never escape your energy. It lives inside him. It drives his choices, his thoughts, his emotions. You are in his mind 24/7, and that is the truth he cannot deny, no matter how long he remains silent. Think of this silence not as rejection, but as preparation. A space the universe has carved out for both of you to heal, to align, to grow stronger. The silence is not the end. It is the pause before the music begins again. And while you wait, remember, you are not waiting for him to send a message. You are waiting for his soul to rise into the fullness of this love. That is the reunion your heart longs for, and it is already written. The more you lean into faith, the more His Spirit feels your call. Even now, as you hear these words, your heart is sending vibrations that reach Him. He feels you. He knows you. He cannot escape what was destined before time began. So hold on, beloved. Trust what you feel more than what you see. His silence is not emptiness. It is evidence of the storm inside Him. And you are the calm He seeks without knowing how to admit it. In time His silence will break. His words will flow, His heart will open, and you will see that even in His quietest hours, He was yours all along. Until then, let your soul rest in the truth. He's not responding, but you are in His mind 24/7. This love does not fade. It only deepens in the silence. Beloved, I want to give you something precious now, a truth that few ever hear but that your soul has been waiting for. When you listen with your heart, you receive not only these words but the very vibration that will help you align with your twin flame. That is why it is so important for you to stay attentive to the messages shared here, because each one carries a key that can unlock doors of recognition and healing in your journey. There are nights when you feel restless without knowing why. Those moments are not coincidences, they are signals. His thoughts are reaching you even across distance. You are receiving pieces of His soul's longing, and your body translates it into sleeplessness, sudden emotions, or even tears that fall without reason. He may appear cold in the physical world, but inside him burns a fire that he cannot control. Every time he tries to suppress it, it only grows stronger. That is why he often pulls away, because what he feels for you cannot be hidden, and his fear of losing control keeps him silent. But silence is not absence. Silence is a language of the soul. His unspoken words become currents of energy that travel directly to you. That is why you sense His presence when no message arrives. That is why you hear His name whispered in your spirit without explanation. The bond you share with Him is not fragile, it is eternal. The threads that unite you cannot be cut by silence, distance, or fear. Even when He refuses to answer, His higher self is already calling you back, already acknowledging what His human self resists. When your heart feels heavy, remember that your emotions are often mirrors of His. The ache you feel is His ache. The longing you cannot explain is His longing too. In this journey, your souls reflect each other with an intensity that no ordinary relationship can ever mirror. There are signs the universe sends to remind you of this. Songs that suddenly play, numbers that repeat, dreams that seem too real to be imagination. These are not random. They are confirmations that your connection is alive, even in the quietest hours. Sometimes the more He avoids you, the closer He actually feels. He withdraws because the bond is undeniable, and facing it would mean surrendering to a love that defies logic. That surrender is coming, but the preparation happens in silence. Do not let His silence create doubt. Instead, let it deepen your faith. Because in truth, silence is a sacred container where the seeds of reunion are planted. And once those seeds grow, they cannot be stopped. Your energy is what sustains Him in His darkness. Even when He pretends not to need you, your light keeps His soul alive. You are the anchor He doesn't know how to name, the reason He cannot walk away completely. There is a reason you were guided here, to hear these words in this exact moment. The universe wants you to know that you are not imagining things. You are not overthinking. His silence is not indifference. It is the space where His soul wrestles with the truth. You must stay attentive to these messages, for every time you align with divine guidance, you strengthen the invisible bond between you. The reminders you receive here are like gentle touches from Spirit, ensuring you never lose the connection that was destined for you. His mind is a battlefield right now. Logic tells him to stay away, but his soul screams your name. That is why you feel him constantly. He cannot run from you because running from you would be running from himself. In the quiet hours of his day you appear. At work, in conversations, even in moments of distraction, your presence slips into his mind. You are an unshakable echo in his spirit, and no matter what mask he wears, the truth remains. You live in him. The distance between you is an illusion designed to refine both of you. His silence challenges you to trust, to lean into your own strength, to remember that this connection was never about words but about destiny. The bond you share is a spiritual covenant. It was signed before time, sealed by the universe, and carried into this life so you both could awaken. Every moment of silence is only another step toward that awakening. Beloved, your journey is not one of ordinary love. It is sacred fire. His silence is not rejection, but the refining flame that prepares you both to unite in the fullness of your souls. Every time you feel discouraged, remember this. He may not answer you, but he cannot escape you. He carries you in his thoughts, in his emotions, in the unspoken corners of his spirit. And so I tell you again, stay attentive. Do not let doubt drown the truth. For even when he is silent, you are in his mind every single day, every single hour, every single breath. I want to give back to you now because you have given your attention and your trust to these words. And in this sacred exchange, you receive guidance that will keep your heart strong. This is why it matters so much to stay close to these messages, so you never miss the signs and confirmations that the universe places in your path. Your connection with your twin flame is alive, and every new insight here protects it from fading. Sometimes you wonder if you are imagining everything, but let me assure you, you are not. The constant pull you feel toward him is the exact same pull he feels toward you. His soul recognizes you as the one he cannot escape, even when his mind denies it. This is why your energy still reaches him in ways you do not always see. There are moments when you suddenly feel warmth in your chest, or a calmness that appears out of nowhere. These are not coincidences. They are evidence of his thoughts turning toward you. His soul calling you in silence. You are closer to him in those moments than words could ever express. The universe whispers through synchronicities to remind you that this love is divinely orchestrated. Numbers repeat, songs find you, and memories return in perfect timing. These are signs that you must not ignore because they reveal the hidden truth. He is thinking of you even when he stays quiet. In his solitude, your face rises in his mind. He remembers details he thought he forgot. Your laughter, the way your presence shifts a room, the calm in your voice. These pieces of you live inside him, unshaken by distance. That is why you feel him even when you wish you could forget. The truth is, he battles within himself. He cannot explain the depth of what you awaken in him. And so silence becomes his shield, a fragile attempt to keep control. But that shield is breaking, because no wall is strong enough to contain what burns eternally. Your own feelings mirror this inner struggle. The waves of longing you experience are reflections of his. Your sleepless nights, your sudden emotions, your tears with no reason, these are not random. They are the silent cries of his heart resonating with yours. Every time he pulls back, it is not rejection, it is recognition. He steps away because the intensity of what he feels cannot be measured by ordinary love. It overwhelms him, and yet it is also the only truth his soul desires. That is why staying attentive to these words is so vital. Each message acts as a light, guiding you through the silence, reminding you that this journey is bigger than appearances. Your faith keeps you aligned with him, even when doubt tries to creep in. There are moments when he hides, but the hiding is temporary. His higher self already knows that you are the one. His human self just needs time to surrender. And as he wrestles with this truth, his silence becomes the space where his soul grows restless without you. The more he tries to forget, the stronger the memory of you becomes. He sees your face in strangers, hears your voice in echoes, feels your energy in quiet moments. It is impossible for him to escape what was written in eternity. You might feel abandoned at times, but in truth, you are being remembered constantly. You live in the corners of his mind he cannot quiet, and in the heartbeat that betrays him when he tries to move forward without you. The universe has aligned every piece of your journey so that silence is not the end, but the preparation. Teaches you patience, resilience, and trust. Teaches him surrender, vulnerability, and courage. Together, this silence is forging the reunion that waits ahead. You are not powerless in this. Your energy, your prayers, your focus, they all touch him. When you send love instead of doubt, he feels it. When you choose to believe instead of fear, his soul responds. This is the sacred exchange you are both a part of. His silence is heavy because it carries the weight of everything he cannot say. But do not mistake silence for emptiness. It is filled with unspoken words, unexpressed emotions, and hidden truths that one day will rise to the surface. Your presence lingers with him. In the middle of his distractions you appear. In the quiet moments before sleep, your memory stirs. In the chaos of his day, a flash of you pierces through. He cannot lock you away no matter how hard he tries. There is a divine reason you are guided to reminders like this. The universe wants you to stay steady, to not let go, to see beyond the illusion of separation. These words are sent so that your spirit never loses sight of the truth it already knows. This journey asks much of you, but it also promises much in return. The more you endure the silence, the more powerful your reunion becomes. Every delay is shaping the love you are destined to live. So, beloved, hold to the signs. Trust what your soul feels. And remember, even in his silence, you are not forgotten. You are in his thoughts, his dreams, his unspoken prayers. Always, endlessly, 24/7. I want to share this part of the journey with you because your openness to receive is what allows these words to flow. This exchange between your heart and this message is sacred. And it is why staying attentive to the guidance that arrives here is so essential, because each word could be the sign your soul has been waiting for. Your connection with your twin flame deepens every time you recognize the truth hidden beneath silence. There are times when you feel a sudden rush of energy, as if someone touched your spirit. That is his presence moving through you. Even when he does not speak, his essence finds its way into your space. This invisible thread cannot be severed, and the more you notice it, the more undeniable it becomes. He carries your energy like a shadow that never leaves him. When he wakes, you are there. When he dreams, your face lingers. In his quiet moments, you surface without warning. He may resist admitting it, but the truth whispers inside him louder each day. The universe uses silence as a bridge, not a barrier. It is in this space that transformation takes place. He learns what life feels like without you fully present, and that emptiness teaches him your worth. For you, the silence teaches faith that stretches beyond human understanding. Sometimes you feel the ache of distance so strongly that it steals your breath. But that ache is also proof of the eternal bond you share. Without it, you would not feel the depth of his pull. That ache is the reminder that what binds you both is greater than time, words, or choices. You might question if he cares, yet his soul proves it in ways his actions do not. The heaviness you feel unexpectedly, the sudden longing, the tears that arrive without cause, these are reflections of his inner state. You are living his emotions alongside your own. There is a mystery unfolding each day you wait. Hidden beneath the surface of his silence, a storm is brewing. His soul cries out for what he denies himself. And one day, that storm will no longer allow him to stay quiet. He may try to fill the void with distractions, people, or noise. But nothing replaces you. The laughter fades, the attention grows hollow, the moments feel empty. No matter how much he runs, your essence follows like a melody he cannot forget. The synchronicities around you are not accidents. They are divine confirmations. Repeating numbers, familiar songs, and sudden flashes of memory all point to one truth. You are living inside his heart even when his lips remain sealed. It is easy to doubt when the silence stretches on, but you are not walking blind. The universe has given you signs, has whispered truth through moments of clarity. You are guided because you are chosen to carry this flame, and you are never left alone in it. The deeper his silence, the louder his soul speaks to yours. His absence does not mean disconnection. It means transformation. He is wrestling with what cannot be avoided. And the more he resists, the more evident it becomes that you are his only truth. You may notice days when his energy feels overwhelming, pressing against you like a wave. That is when his thoughts spiral toward you endlessly. Even if he never speaks those words, his essence is already confessing them. The reason it feels like you cannot move on is because this bond was never meant to be broken. Transcends choices and timelines. It is a bond written long before this lifetime, and no silence has the power to erase it. Each time you feel forgotten, the universe sends a gentle sign to remind you. You are remembered. His heart does not release you. It holds you tightly even in the moments his actions suggest otherwise. You are his constant mirror, showing him the parts of himself he hides from. And though he may run from that reflection, he cannot live without it. You awaken him, and no amount of silence can unlearn that awakening. This is why it is vital to remain attentive to these words and the messages that follow. They are not random. They are tools placed in your path to keep you aligned with the divine plan of reunion. Missing one could mean overlooking the comfort your soul longs for in the hardest moments. Your patience is not in vain. Every day of waiting builds a stronger foundation for what is coming. The silence is not wasted time. It is preparation. It is carving the space where love will return and remain unshaken. Even in the stillness, his heart beats your name. Even in denial, his soul leans toward you. Even in silence, the connection remains alive, pulsing like a hidden flame that refuses to burn out. And so, you are never alone in this. The invisible bond between you ensures that you are always within his world, always in his mind, always in his heart, even when the silence tries to convince you otherwise. Thank you for opening your heart and allowing this message to reach you today. If these words touch something deep inside you, I kindly ask you to leave a like. This simple action tells YouTube that this content is meaningful and helps it reach more souls who are also walking the twin flame journey. Your presence here is sacred, and every time you return, you strengthen the energy that keeps this channel alive. To confirm that you truly received this message, write the phrase, "Twin Flames Infinite Love" in the comments. This will not only affirm your connection but also send a vibration into the universe, declaring that you are ready to embrace the guidance meant for your path. Each time you do this, you are anchoring the energy of reunion and keeping your spirit aligned with the signs given to you. It is important to stay close, to join our channel by subscribing and activating the notification bell. That way, you will never miss the divine messages and insights that are meant to prepare you for the sacred reunion with your twin flame. Missing even one message could mean overlooking the exact sign your soul has been waiting to recognize. Remember, these words are not just content. They are living guidance designed to touch your heart, heal your doubts, and remind you of your eternal bond. Each video you watch here has the power to renew your faith, awaken your spirit, and keep you connected to the vibration of unconditional love. Share these messages with others who may be in need of hope, for by doing so, you are not only helping them but also strengthening your own journey. The more you give, the more the universe returns to you, often in ways more powerful than you can imagine. So, return often, listen again when your heart feels weak, and allow these words to become a refuge for your soul. Together, we create a space where every message is a reminder that your connection is real, alive, and unbreakable. I bless you with clarity, strength, and patience as you walk this path. Your journey matters, and you are not alone. This channel exists as a lighthouse for your soul, and your engagement ensures the flame keeps burning bright. Now take a deep breath, hold this message in your heart, and remember, you are always in his mind, always in his soul, and always guided by the hand of the universe.